things I need to do. First, let me get this. Y'all been here long enough. Okay, y'all see the header. Let me get this camera straight. Good morning, everybody up in the building. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Make sure these lights are all the way up. Yes, let's get it. Y'all see what's going on in here. How y'all doing? Okay, Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell victims say pardon would be a slap in the face. All right, you guys. Y'all know what it is. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Liberty and justice. Cat Dad, I see Rebecca up in the building. Luigi, what's going on? Mark Dorfman. Okay. I see people ready. We up and we early. Good morning, everybody. Time to fix the tie. We already got the header straight up. Audio went out. Let's get that back. And y'all know what it is, right? It's time to start the show. I'm ready to go. He better be soon. He got to get ready to go. All right. He got to get ready to go. Wait, I know. Okay, that was my eyes. My eyes that were playing tricks on me. But really quickly, a little bit more. Okay, because I see I got a little more time to waste. I'm not even gonna play with you guys. Okay. Got the everything in sequence. It all makes sense. We got to work over here. Every day don't matter. Got some good news coming up. Got some good announcements as well. I'm ready to go. So that's how we're going to do it, y'all. Woosah. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. He's supposed to go bling, bling, bling at any time. Bling, bling, bling. I'll say a rhyme. Bling, bling, bling. Come on. And that's right, we got the sweat athletic sort of suit on today. They made this out of some sort of sweatsuit material, so your boy can move his body, move his body. But you know what I'm trying to do right now. I got to stall for a little bit of time because I don't know how I'm going to hit these high notes, but I'm going for it. Y'all ready? My love, do you ever dream of candy coated raindrops? You're the same, my candy rain. Oh, have you ever loved someone so much you thought you'd die? Come on, giving so much of yourself, it seems the only way. Tell me what you want and I will give it to you. See, I tried, y'all. And no, I'm not going to do the spin and all of that because I can't do it all. Plus do the if pump that B. It's Thursday, September 4th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Yes. Turned up early in the morning. It's 6 o'clock, y'all. Thursday, September the 4th. Guess what's coming up if it hasn't already? Got to get them kids back to school. I know y'all like, yes, get y'all asses out of here. Y'all got the backpacks ready. Y'all probably thought today was the 9th or the 8th, right? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. This is our bottom line, our show. We rock from 6 o'clock until we're done. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning this morning, because as you can see, I am. Let's see who's in the building. Who we got over here? We got Cat Dad in the building. We got Liberty and Justice in the building. Who else we got? 090. What in the Democrat is this? An E for effort. Thank you so much, because you know there's no way I can match those boys. Heavy D did his thing when he found that group. Too bad they're not still rocking, because they get busy. And I will give it to you. Liberty and justice. There you go. What's going on, Rebecca, my homegirl? You know where Rebecca Lanyan Bueno is chiming in from. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Also, want to give a shout out to all my people over the pond, overseas, other countries, as well as Germany. That's right, you guys. We got to show love to everywhere. Africa, the Congo, Antarctica, because guess what? We worldwide over here, baby. Wherever YouTube is at, we there rocking and rolling, and we got demo over there. So let's see who else is up in the building. Who we got up in here? We got Mike Holmes. We got Mark Dorfman. If I ain't say it, I'm going to say it again. There you go, Luigi. And E for effort. I appreciate you, my friend. Who else we got up in here? That's it. I think y'all ready to go. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. This is our bottom line. I got a fully loaded clip, and it's time to get busy. I done talked enough. I done sang enough. I'm sweating bullets. I'm going to leave it all on the court today, you guys. And guess what I got? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos. I'm going to bring you guys 5 at a time, because we got a lot to go. And Rebecca got to get out of here, because she got something to take care of. And in that case, let's do this real quick. We're going to pray for the health of everybody in the building. We're going to make sure that we send everybody out here safely and secure, no matter whenever you have to leave. And we ask that in the name of Jesus, in the name of the Lord, name of God right now. Amen. This way, whenever you have to leave, Rebecca, you take that with you. But you know what I got to do? Let's get into these titles. Let's go, y'all. What I got over here for y'all this morning? We got Trump because he's back. That's right. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell victims say a pardon would be a slap in the face. That's right. They say, I'll say it again. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell victims say a pardon would be a slap in the face. They've went so far as to say, if you guys don't put the files together, we're going to compile our own list. What y'all think about that? Now, that's an E for effort right there. We're going to keep on moving forward, because now we got the Chicago mayor. There he is, Mr. Riddler himself, Brandon Johnson, who's saying that he's gaining massive pushback for his latest crime pushback, basically saying they don't need any help in Chicago. We're going to prove them different and show you guys videos here on the show this morning. We got to keep on moving forward, because last but not least, we got a judge rules that the Trump administration illegally deployed the National Guard troops to Los Angeles. I'm confused. They gave them the okay to do it before. All of a sudden, now they're saying it's illegal. I don't know, you guys. Again, that's why we got to get into it. We got to cover the news, and that's what we're doing. So without any further ado, let me get into my first clip, and let's get busy. We got work to do this morning, you guys. It's Thursday. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Now we're going to get into our first clip, of course, because like I said, the president's been talking a lot since he's back. Right now, he's talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and he's saying that the push and the force of everyone trying to get these files is a Democratic hoax. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Do me a favor, double tap that screen now. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get that work in so more people know what we're doing over here. Let's go.
Democrat hoax that never ends. You know, it reminds me a little of the Kennedy situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax, because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president. Even if you look at D.C. right now, D.C., it's a totally safe zone. It's called a safe zone. That's a term. It's a term of art. It's a safe zone because it's very safe. You can walk down the street now and nothing's going to happen. No crime, no murders, no nothing. Because we had a lot of problems with certain places, and we still do, all run by Democrats, or for the most part run by Democrats. So what they're trying to do with the Epstein...
Okay, we're going to pop back out now.
No, we're not, because he had more to say on that, and you cut him off. So I'm going to let him talk a little more in depth about what he was going to say right here. Let's go.
Are you wanting to force it?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. At the end of this month, the government or the Congress has to pass a budget. Do you think we can avoid a government shutdown?
Yeah, I do. I think the Republicans will vote for an extension. We won't have any Democrat votes. We could give the greatest budget ever. Tax cut of 50%, everybody taken care of, perfect for women, perfect for men, perfect for minorities, perfect for everything, and we wouldn't get one vote for the Democrats because they've lost their mind. They are so deranged. They have Trump derangement syndrome, and I don't want to burden the Republican Party with it, but they really are. They've become almost sick. They actually think there is a disease. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. They've got it. No matter what we did, no matter how good, you could give them everything that they've ever dreamed of, and you wouldn't get one vote. These are sick people, and I think we're going to have a tremendous midterm. We just approved the largest tax decrease in the history of our country. We have things, if you think of it, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security for our seniors, no tax on overtime, deductions when you buy a car and you borrow money to buy a car. First time they've ever seen anything like this. Middle-income people get deductions. You get a deduction when you buy a car. Nobody's ever seen. And by the way, they're selling cars like crazy. Cars are pouring back because of the fact that we have tariffs. Cars are pouring back into our car plants are pouring back into our nation. They're coming from all over the world. They're coming back. You know, we lost about 54% of automobile manufacturing over a 30-year period, 35-year period. They're all coming back. I think they're coming back higher than ever before. We have AI going up. What we've done is amazing, and what we've passed is amazing. But the Democrats, I don't believe, will get one vote. It's very anti-crime. We want anti-crime. They're in favor of crime. We're against crime. You know, they gave us things like men playing in women's sports, open borders for everybody, transgender for everybody. I mean, they want a transgender for all of the crazy things that they were saying. And, you know, people would say they're 80-20 issues. I say they were 97-3. I was.
Okay, let's keep on moving, you guys. Do you agree so far, or do you disagree with what the president is saying? Do you agree on those points about buying cars, the tariffs? Can you even afford a car right now? Let's get real with it, y'all. Let's keep on moving. It ain't over. We just started. Let's go. Hope everybody having a fantastic day. It's Thursday, y'all. Smile for no reason whatsoever, just because God woke you up this morning. Let's go, because doom, 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 doom. Do-do-doom-doom. Doom-doom-doom-doom-doom-doom. Busted. Yeah, we got a situation with ICE over here. They sent them home in shackles, and now they left Cuba seeking an American dream. That's what they say. So that situation going on with Cuba is pretty terrible over here. I always have a soft point in my heart for people that actually work and that should, you know, be able to experience the American dream. That's why I feel kind of sad for certain people now, not the dealers and the bad people that come committing crimes and things like that, but the people that actually work hard to try to make their way in this country.
For generations, Cuban families have entered the United States as political refugees, fleeing a communist dictatorship. But now, under President Trump's immigration crackdown, many have lost the status that allowed them to come to the United States and are being forced to go back to the island in shackles. CNN was the first international TV network allowed to see how deportees are being processed in Cuba. CNN's Patrick Obman has this exclusive report.
The ICE deportation flight lands with 161 Cuban deportees, the largest number ever aboard a single plane. Officials here tell me all returned to their homeland in shackles. For decades, Cubans arriving in the U.S. were considered refugees fleeing communism and received preferential immigration status. But under President Trump's second term, their political fortunes have shifted radically. Potentially tens of thousands now face the threat of deportation. This is the first time the Cuban government has allowed international...
Wow, look at this. 94% of people believe company culture is
media to film the arrival of a U.S. flight transporting their deported citizens. This enormous plane that has just landed behind me is full of Cuban deportees. For many of them, it'll be the first time they touch Cuban soil in years. And despite the fact that U.S.-Cuban relations are at their worst point in decades, these deportation flights have continued.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about that? It seems like they stopped flights going to certain places like Uganda and places like that, but Cuba still got them going out there. Doom, 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 doom. I told you they need to pull up with that plan. Once they pull out and we got everybody, doom, 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 doom. Call me what you want, because now we got to get over to Maduro. You guys know, right? The plátano that you smashed together. No, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about President Maduro. He says, you know what? The Venezuela president, he's warning the U.S. He warned the U.S., you guys. I don't know what he's trying to do, but I think he should stop poking the bear already. Come on, Mr. President. Let's see what you got to say from over there in Venezuela. Let's go. We got worldwide coverage today, y'all.
States. If you mess with our country, you're messing with all of South America. President Nicolas Maduro made those comments in a rare news conference on Monday amid the buildup of U.S. naval forces in the Caribbean. Officials in Washington say ships are moving into the region to combat drug trafficking, allegedly linked to Venezuela. But President Maduro has not taken kindly to the show of force, calling it the biggest threat seen in South America in a century.
8 military ships with 1,200 missiles and a nuclear submarine are targeting Venezuela. This is an extravagant, unjustifiable, immoral, and absolutely criminal, bloody threat. They have wanted to escalate what they call maximum pressure, which in this case is military. And in response to maximum military pressure, we have declared maximum preparedness for the defense of Venezuela.
This coming from a president who did not give up his presidency when he lost last term. You hear what I'm telling you guys? You lost. Stood there and said, I dare you. And the people were too scared. So he's still president. So anything that you say, my friend, we don't really believe you. You need more people.
Michael Shifter is a senior fellow at the Policy Forum Inter-American Dialogue. And
No, Michael, I don't know. You're going to make my people start leaving, brother. I got you. Appreciate all your help and everything like that. But we got to keep on moving because we got enough on the deck to keep it going. We got to get back over to Trump because he says China, North Korea are conspiring against the United States of America. Hey, we need to know stuff like this. Even if you don't want to know, sometimes you need to know what's going on. Even if it's some stuff that you don't think you need to know. Let's go, y'all. Oh, my bad. We got to follow it with that last story. We got those Arco situations where, I can say that word, narcos. Remember that little boat that was trying to go through the Venezuela? Matter of fact, let me show you guys what happened. This is a U.S. military, I can't even say that word. U.S. military, pals, 11 Tren de Aragua members. Let this serve as a notice. So this happened on Tuesday. Many people have been talking about it because basically there's ships all over that are trying to stop these deployments of D-rugs from coming into our country. So now that we got all of our warships out there, look at what's happening as a result. This is 11 D-rug dealers trying to smuggle D-rugs into our country. Look what happens.
This dramatic video of a U.S. strike blasting that boat. It was carrying drugs from Venezuela, killing 11 suspected Tren de Aragua members in the Caribbean Sea.
Yeah, we saw this yesterday. Lucas Tomlinson is live in Washington. Lucas, this could just be the beginning.
There's no question about it, Brian. Good morning. When the Pentagon deployed that armada to the Caribbean, including an attack submarine, officials say it was not just going to be doing donuts in the water. This plan has been in the works for weeks. It's the first lethal operation since the American warships arrived on station. This unclassified drone footage shows a go-faster speedboat getting annihilated, killing all 11 on board. For years, the U.S. military would shoot out the engine block, or a Coast Guard law enforcement detachment would jump on board and detain the crew. We used to run that tape. No longer. The Pentagon now given orders to kill. The president spoke about it yesterday.
Wow.
We just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat, a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela.
The goal of the operation is to deny revenue to the Maduro regime in Venezuela, which receives over $8 billion from selling drugs on American streets and college campuses, the bulk coming from cocaine sales, as you see. Now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke in Miami yesterday en route to Ecuador.
Yo, but how they know these numbers, man? How they know these numbers? How do they know the numbers? Come on, y'all. Let's stop and get some fat on our brains real quick. How do they know the numbers and how much money is being made? Come on. Now, I don't know. I'm not making anything, but that's why I'm asking you guys a question right now. What the HELL hockey sticks are they talking about?
The president's been very clear that he's going to use the full power of America and the full might of the United States to take on and eradicate these drug cartels, no matter where they're operating from and no matter how long they've been able to act with impunity. Those days are over. We are going to wage combat against drug cartels that are flooding American streets and killing Americans.
Don't sleep. Prediction. Might be looking at the next president. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving. Wow! Y'all saw that? They thought they was good. Yeah, we getting up out of here on some, they was on some Miami Vice stuff. They was surfing all over the water and then from nowhere, wow! Yeah, don't even talk. Don't board the ship. Total annihilation. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What we got up in the building? Okay, a lot of Venezuelans going back to Venezuelans too. Good morning, Rebecca. We got traveling 2,000 miles to the U.S. on a speedboat, ? It's an estimated base of the amount of D-rugs pulled from things like postal traffickers. Totally right about that. You were right about that because we did the show about the postal traffickers the other day. So you on point. Donald Trump says China, North Korea are conspiring against the United States of America. Let's get to that story real quick. I mean, I had to get you guys that one out. Had to get you that one out first, though.
Hello, I'm Lucy Hockings. Good to have you with us on BBC News Now. Let's take you back to our top story this hour, to China. They have held a massive military parade in Beijing, the biggest ever, unveiling what appears to be a new arsenal of high-tech weapons, celebrating the end of the Second World War in Asia. Our China correspondent, Steve McDonnell, has the latest for us.
So the parade is over here and we are seeing traffic return to the streets of Beijing. It's not as busy as a normal working day yet, but the city's starting to get back to normal. And now it's a time to reflect on what this was all about. Now, naturally, it was a parade to mark the end of World War II in Asia. The Chinese government has also used it to show off its latest military kit. We've seen jets, helicopters, tanks, armoured cars, underwater drones, lasers, intercontinental ballistic missiles. For this reason, some have questioned the event and said, really, should we be worried that this country might start using these weapons as it flexes its muscles on the world stage? Xi Jinping would say, no, you shouldn't be worried because this is actually peace through strength. Well, that's his argument anyway. Then there's the political aspect of this. China's leader, with these other world leaders, including the likes of Kim Jong-un from North Korea and Vladimir Putin from Russia. Now, he's accused of being a war criminal after invading Ukraine. And yet there they all are. It's a kind of challenge to the West saying we don't care about your sanctions. We can gather like this. And the argument would be that the West's influence is in decline because of the collapse of the leadership of the United States under Donald Trump. The US is going it alone. It's putting tariffs on its allies. Here's Xi Jinping with a message of stability. You can rely on this.
No, that's it. That's it. I'm surprised 500 people ain't leave already, but I had to do it because I got to give overseas, I got to give China, and I got to give the overseas their love because they watch us too, you guys. Everybody watches this show. We're worldwide. Let's keep on moving forward. Now I got some Epstein for you. I know y'all ready because we got Representative Luna with a powerful message, and she's saying people need to go to, some rich people need to go there. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We're going to get into it right now. I'm glad you guys were patient with me, but we got some information to give you now.
The biggest thing that stands out to me is the victims themselves have stated that this is a lot bigger than I think anyone anticipated. We are obviously going to be requesting the SARS reports from Treasury and also following up on that. There's some very rich and powerful people that need to go to jail. I think everyone's been frustrated as to why that hasn't happened before. But it is very much so a possibility that Jeffrey Epstein was an intelligence asset working for our adversaries. But also, I think the questions that we have is how much did our own government know about it? And so there's more to follow, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from the...
She said Jeffrey Epstein was an asset working for other countries. Did you hear this? New information breaking out. I told you, when you wait around, you get the gems, y'all. Y'all get the gems. Y'all get to hear the good stuff. Oh, we leaving because he was showing some China stuff. Good, bye. And you won't get this.
The chairman momentarily, but I do applaud the victims from coming forward, because we heard from a woman who was as young as 14 years old when she was victimized multiple times by Jeffrey Epstein. So that's hard to hear.
The silence.
I think that the files will probably be released prior. I don't know why Comer hasn't. I think that he should do it, so it wouldn't even have to come to a vote. But I mean, obviously, I've been a huge advocate, even when I was the only one in Congress calling for the release of this file. So I think I'd be happy to, guys. Thank you.
Oh, it ain't over. We got more. We're going to stack this deck because, you know, once we start, we don't stop. We got more information coming in hot and heavy right here. What we got over here? We got this one here. We got the Epstein survivors and accusers. They said that they're going to compile their own list of names if the DOJ doesn't release theirs. Ain't that something genius? Now, that's talking about, and you know what I love about it? They all got together. And they all formed a sisterhood, and they all telling their stories. And every time one steps up to tell their story, they got the support of the other one standing right there. And they're like, yo, you know what? If y'all don't give up the names, we got enough names up here and experiences. Ooh, ain't that crazy? Let's go. And you know it's going to be the truth.
Tear into the press and tear into Congress.
Get them, girls. Get them.
Hi there, my name is Lisa Phillips.
Get 'em,
and I'm
girls.
the host of a award-nominated podcast called From Now On, a platform supporting survivors. I want to thank all of my survivor sisters who came before me today.
Yeah.
I'll be very short.
Don't be. Take your time.
In the year 2000, I was taken to Jeffrey Epstein's island while on a photo shoot on a nearby island. Who I saw and what I experienced there was a glimpse into a very dark and disturbing world. For years after, I tried to avoid Jeffrey, but he had introduced me to Katie Ford, the owner of the Ford Modeling Agency. Epstein's reach went to the very top of fashion, arts, and entertainment. This did not just happen to underage girls in Florida. In New York City, hundreds of young, ambitious women were abused by him. Epstein was not just a serial predator, he was an international human trafficker. And many around him knew, many participated, and many profited. And yet he was protected. So I stand here today for every woman who has been silenced, exploited, and dismissed. We are not asking for pity. We are here demanding accountability, and I'm demanding justice. Congress must choose. Will you continue to protect predators, or will you finally protect survivors? And also, I would like to announce here today, us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know.
Ooh.
Who were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors. No one else is involved.
Oh, it's
Stay
going
tuned for more
down,
details.
y'all. It's going down, y'all. Woo, they done dropped the bomb on them right there. I can't even say that. What y'all think? Come on, give your boy a double tap, because y'all ain't see that nowhere else unless you saw it before. But if you did, still give that a double tap on that screen to let other people know what we got going on over here. That's some real powerful information coming from the victims themselves. Ooh, there's going to be some people getting locked up and they ain't gonna get out. It's gonna be some rich lawyers out here. I tell you that though, some real busy people. A lot of busy lawyers gonna be coming up soon, right? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We gotta keep on moving forward right now. What else I got for you? We gotta stack this deck. I still got more for you. What's this the one about the Trump the judge that rules that Trump illegally deployed the National Guard troops into Los Angeles? Don't think that the Epstein information is over. No. You got to keep on watching this show to get the goods, y'all. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't say when, but the answer is, look, Chicago's very interesting because I watched Pritzker get up and say about, we don't need help, we're safe. But 2 weeks ago, they had 6 people murdered. murdered, and they had 24 people hit by bullets. Well, we're going in. I didn't say when, we're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation.
Welcome back to Way Too Early. It's just before 5:30 here on the East Coast, 2:30 out west. I'm Ali Vitale. And that, of course, was President Trump doubling down on his plan to send National Guard troops to Chicago. In response, Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker of Illinois called Trump unhinged and said,
Here go Wimpy, y'all. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger you give me today. Come on, Wimpy, talk to us.
federal intervention was neither needed nor wanted.
Come on, Wimpy.
I want to address the president's unhinged remarks a few minutes ago, begging me to call him.
Begging you?
No, I will not call the president,
please.
asking him to send troops to Chicago. I've made that clear already. I'm aware that the president of the United States likes to go on television and beg me to call and ask him for troops. I find this extraordinarily strange, as Chicago does not want troops on our streets. I also have experience asking the president for assistance, just to have the rug pulled out from underneath me when execution meets reality. I refuse to play a reality game show with Donald Trump again.
But then listen closely to what Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is saying, because he's criticizing Trump for failing to focus on illegal gun trafficking in Chicago.
We need the federal government to stop the endless flow of guns into our state and into our city. The vast majority of guns do not come from Chicago. They are not made in Cook County. They are not bought in the state of Illinois. These guns come from red states. They are coming from Indiana. They are coming from Mississippi. They are coming from Louisiana. And that is the harsh reality.
Yeah, okay, man. All right. I just can't miss the 6% approval rate. I see why he got a 6% approval rate over here. I can't stand your boy. I call him Duck Neck. Keep on moving, y'all, for real. Oh, my God. No, we got to keep on moving forward. Where we going right now? I think we still in Chicago, or we going back to Washington, D.C. real quick. But no, all hands on deck in Chicago. Let's get a little bit of this Hannity real live information over here.
All right, let me be clear. Mayor Johnson, Governor Pritzker.
No idea
they're
what they're
failing
talking
the people of Chicago. And their lives are not safe and secure. Violent crime is out of control.
Ridiculous.
Across the city and the state.
Look at this.
Again, 8 people dead. They should be alive. 58 people shot. They shouldn't be in a hospital. These were...
But they don't need... They're talking about going red states and GUNs or whatever like that. A lot of these dudes are going over to those red states to get their GUNs. How about that? Trying to blame it on the other states when it's going down in your state.
Preventable. But
please,
instead,
for years.
8 funerals are now being planned, while dozens more are dealing with gunshot wounds. And still, the state's liberal politicians are so blinded by rage for President Trump, they're refusing to keep their own residents safe. Our very own Nicole Parker was in Chicago today, speaking to the people in that city.
Thank you.
Let's see what they had to say.
What they got to say?
What do you think
This
about
is what I
President
like.
Trump? He's offered to provide assistance to help make Chicago safe, to bring in potential National Guard, potential, federal law enforcement officers and agencies to give help to Chicago. How do you feel about getting help to make your city safe?
Help is needed.
How do you feel? Do you think that protecting and making Chicago safe, should that be a political issue?
I think Chicago can take all the help we need. So if it turns into a political issue, then tomato, tomato. If it works for the environment, for the safety of, the people, then I'm with it. Yeah.
National Guard coming here is not going to stop anything.
I think it's a good idea.
Now we got the people that's really on the streets talking. These are the people we like to hear from. I love this.
Look, we need more. I mean, what's wrong with more help?
Right? Let me explain something. When you step outside your apartment or your house, you're in a war zone. You don't have to be in Iraq and Afghanistan. And if you think I'm lying, just check out the news every day.
He's only going to Chicago and every state that is a Democratic state. Tell me why.
But you think that President Trump could step in and help?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. I mean, I don't see no harm in that.
Nicole Parker's with us now. All right, so you spoke to the people in Chicago. I find it hard to believe that with You can predict on any given weekend how many people will be shot. You can predict on any given weekend how many people will be shot and killed.
And you wonder why I don't be going to events and stuff like that, because it's not only going on in Chicago, and it's happening when it's a lot of, sorry to say it, YNs around. They call them YNs, young iggers. Yeah, that's what they call them, because you got in the parking lot scenes where they might see one little person they got a problem with or a little beef with, and now you know what? Now everybody got to be in the line of pow, 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 just because they got beef with one person. That's ridiculous, though. So you know what? I don't mind that they get locked up, and if they hurt somebody, I hope they never get out. Real talk, we got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's stack this deck. Hope you guys appreciate the content that you're getting this far. I got to re-sign in over there so I can see you guys in the chat. But while I do that, let's get over to Sir John Kennedy, because he sounds the alarm on something dangerous. Imported shrimp. I'm talking to you guys real right now. If you guys eat shrimp and seafood, this is not just something comical. You guys need to check this out right now. This is something very serious on your intake and what you're doing when you're eating this food.
Mr. President, this is a photograph of the alien from the movie Alien. This is what you could end up looking like if you eat some of the raw, frozen shrimp being sent to the United States by other countries.
Straight up and down. If you guys go to Walmart, be careful of the bagged shrimp called Great Value. Don't eat it. Radioactive. Keep on moving forward.
Now, let me tell you what I'm talking about. In late August, the FDA found that raw frozen shrimp from Indonesia was being sold in Walmart. Specifically in Walmart stores in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. It was being sold under the Walmart label called the Great Value label. If you eat it, how could you end up looking like the alien in the Alien? Because the shrimp was radioactive. I kid you not.
Damn, I don't eat.
It had a radioactive isotope in it called cesium-137. It'll kill you. Even if it doesn't turn you into the alien if you eat this stuff, I guarantee you'll grow an extra ear.
Look, I'm not knocking the 9 to 5. It's just not for me. Why climb the ladder when you can build your own thing? I had an idea.
You worse than me, man. I swear to God.
That was bad enough. Obviously, the FDA issued a recall.
You said extra ear.
A few days later, it happened again. The FDA and NOAA, which I'll talk about in a second, found that there were 26,460 packages of shrimp cocktail and 18,000 bags of frozen cooked shrimp being sold once again at Walmart and at Kroger's throughout the United States, containing the same radioactive isotope.
I know, John Kennedy, we appreciate you, but we normally only take 2 minutes, buddy. And I hope my people got that information, because you know what we gonna do? We cutting out shrimp, period. That's what we gonna do. Even if I don't eat shrimp, but I want you guys, you know what? Shrimp is kind of barred for us for a little while. We don't want to be having no 3 ears, one growing out our cheek, coming on the show talking about, well, I can hear you very clearly, because I clearly can hear you good, of course, because you got 3 ears. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to get on over to Atlantic City, New Jersey, where a little altercation involving a man and an off-duty officer is under investigation right now. We're going to keep on moving forward. We got to do the small news as well as the big news, y'all.
Altercation on the Atlantic City boardwalk. The blows went flying when an off-duty police officer tried to rescue a woman who he thought was being assaulted.
Crackheads.
Tonight, the other man is facing serious charges. Actually, reportedly, Lupinda is in Atlantic City.
Both of
with
them.
the full story.
Police say the off-duty officer broke up what appeared to be a violent altercation between the couple, but the woman involved tells me things went too far.
This is what happened when you start messing with somebody that's having an argument with their man, and next thing you know, they start fighting you. Trust me, I know about it. I tried to help somebody before. Boop! Stay in your face. Stay in your place, Bugatti. Real talk. Next thing you know, she yelling at me too. Mind your business, your business, your business. Unless it's getting crazy. I'm telling you.
And nobody will tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I know
Michelle
what's going on.
Hawthorne
I can
is
tell what's
distraught
going on
after
with
she
you.
says her husband was attacked on the Atlantic City boardwalk Sunday morning. These are screenshots captured from bystander video. Police say this fight broke out after an off-duty officer intervened on a violent incident between the couple on the beach. They say during the fight, the suspect, 27-year-old Jonte Glass, threatened the officer with a pocket knife.
He continued to follow us. We asked him over and over again, please stop following us.
Police confirm Lieutenant James Herbert, participating in a 5K at the time, followed the pair to the boardwalk to wait for police, and at some point, things got physical.
And then that's where they started picking up the video where you see my husband getting thrown on the ground.
Police say another off-duty officer, Captain Scott Pollock of Northfield, witnessed the incident and drew his off-duty weapon on Glass. Hawthorne says neither man ever identified themselves as police.
I didn't know they were cops until the actual uniformed officers showed up and told me they were cops.
Hawthorne says her husband pulled the knife in self-defense, and when the second officer pulled his weapon, he dropped it and ran for safety, though police say they believe he was trying to hide. In a statement, Atlantic City Police Chief James Sarko said in part, this incident highlights that officers are never off duty and are always serving and protecting.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Hawthorne says she is still looking for answers.
All I'm gonna say is, please just don't get inside no domestic domestic altercations, even though you may really be truly trying to help out the person, because something can happen to you guys. Be very careful. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Yes, we cover regular stories because we want to get the demo out on all sorts of stuff, even when it's about a I can feel it crackhead. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to go to Florida, South Florida, where a man rammed a woman with his SUV because she would not let him smell her feet. Come on, y'all. Let's get into this right now. You know we got to do it. Yes, we got the last week we had the guy that was sniffing the boom booms, and now we got the foot sniffer. That's right, you guys. You know we got to add a little bit of comedy to the show sometimes. Let's go.
First date taking a dangerous turn in a one and only exclusive. A woman tells us she's lucky to be alive after her date hits her with his car.
Yeah, but before he drove off, he kept asking her about her feet. A local 10's Rosh Lowe joining us live in Aventura with a breakdown for us.
Strange, bizarre, and certainly something didn't smell right here. We've all heard horror stories about online dating, but this suspect, well, he didn't pass the smell test.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
Well, initially we had met up because I was going to sell him my sneakers.
She knew something didn't smell right when she met this guy, Almansi Sersel, at an Aventura hotel.
When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
I have to stop you there. What do you say when someone says, I want to sniff your feet?
No. No, I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm not wearing them. And, you know, they're just stinky old sneakers. But people like weird things.
Then things got downright scary. She says the suspect runs out of the room. She thinks with her sneakers.
I ran after him.
So he basically tried to sneaker cap the sneakers. He tried to run off with them without paying for them, y'all. He was like, I got what I came for. Give me funk beyond funk. Let's go, y'all.
And I met him down in the parking garage.
She says he ran her over with his car.
He did a 3-point turn and actually hit me with a car, ran me over.
He ran you over?
He ran me over, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing today.
She shows us the injuries.
I've met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously, and nobody has ever done anything to this caliber.
She says she's lucky to be alive.
You're charged with aggravated battery, a second-degree felony.
In his arrest report, cops say after a review of the defendant's background, he's been the subject in other incidents involving the same modus operandi.
Be on the lookout for the foot sniffer, y'all.
We've covered a lot of bizarre cases. I've covered a lot of bizarre cases in my day. This is up there.
It's pretty bizarre. It was extremely bizarre for me too. I've never experienced anything like this before.
So the victim is still frightened, and she says, look, I was truly fortunate to be alive. I was run over with a car. She tells us there is surveillance video. We're hoping to get that video sometime this week.
I want to see him running with the sneakers. I want to see if he tried to take a quick sniff, you know, like, and use it as like some funk power to get up out of there. Let's keep on going, y'all. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen if y'all feel that we got some good content going on this morning. Cause man, when the funk hits the fan, you know you got to understand there's people working. Woo-hoo. Oh my God, I gotta stop. I got too much more to report. Just get yourself together, Bugatti. We gotta go on over to Michigan. Please, the police use a grappler device to stop a stolen car on the Michigan highway. Come on, everybody from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Come on, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Got some old heroic style stuff going on over here by y'all police out there in Michigan. This is when you should just give up, but okay. Okay, yeah. No audio but the little music going on. But when you know that you hook and juke like this, that don't mean that you caught, dog. Where you going? They designed this thing to stop you. You all going crazy, thinking he gonna be able to be all rough on the car. Let me back this thing up to see if I can disconnect it. They're not gonna get out the car. Let me give it all I got. Y'all ready? Oh, that's right, one more time and I should be able to get it off and keep it going. That's right. One more time and I'm gonna be out of here and that's it. Oh man, oh God, one more time. Okay, one more time. Back it up.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
This is telling you, give up, dude. You already caught on Levon Road 1 mile away. It's over. Stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, yeah, it's over. Next thing he got was, watch your head. So yeah, we don't condone running away from the popo, especially when y'all know that they got that grappler situation going on over there. Okay, y'all, let's keep on moving forward because now we're gonna go over to Washington because of course one of your favorite Congress people, one of your favorite people that I know and I know you love so much. I tried to make sure that I got you guys some content from her because it's been a few days since we've heard from her. And I know y'all get crazy when y'all don't hear from Jasmine Crockett. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. I got to get you guys. I understand people in the chat is like, yeah, Bugatti, you've been taking forever because we want to hear from her. But right now, she's actually talking about something that has to discuss the testimony from the Epstein victims. And now she's talking about the people that actually spoke for the first time. There we go. Let's get into it, y'all.
Oversight, Democratic leadership. And so I want to reiterate that it's the Democratic leadership on oversight that has truly been able to move this forward. I'm sure many of you don't recall, but we were sent home early to try to avoid being able to take a vote on something like getting these files. We are about doing real transparency. We don't care who's in the files. We are going after you. So if I had to sum up what happened today, we heard the stories of victims, and honestly, we heard the story of at least one person that has never come forward before today. This was the very first time that she was telling anyone in a semi-public way her story. And if I had to summarize the theme, I would say that their theme was to do something. It is probably the theme of the American people in general right now when it comes to government, is that they want us to do something. So yes, we had the roundtable, but they actually want to see some action. The fact that this started off in the 90s, and we had someone who could talk about what happened to them in the 90s, but then you go down the line and you've got somebody that's telling us their story from 2008. these failures led to years and years of abuse that did not have to take place. And so the reality is this. Some think that this is all over and some think that nothing else is going on. But if there was ever a RICO case, it would have been the Epstein case. So how we went from something that should have been RICO because of how sophisticated of a system this was, and this wasn't just one little sick old man that was doing stuff, but there were so many layers, whether we're talking about the banks that were involved, whether we're talking about those that worked for him, that helped him, whether we're talking about the monster known as Maxwell. And that's exactly how y'all need to refer to her. She is a monster. She is not a victim. So let me tell you, I want some action items to come out of this, because for once we somewhat look like we're bipartisan in the oversight committee. Number one, we need answers. We need answers on why it is that Maxwell was transferred from her current station or her former station in Florida down to Texas. We need to have an understanding, because everything that I heard today leads me to know that for sure she was all up and in and through this entire process. Not to mention that she was indicted by a jury of her peers, and then she was tried and convicted and given 20 years. So why is it that we had somebody, again, it almost seems like we are doomed to repeat our failures? Because why is it we have high-level people that seemingly are running cover for a criminal?
So check this out. This is the perfect example for me and for you guys as well. Check this out. Just because you may not like somebody does not mean that they're not telling the truth. Just because you don't like someone does not mean that they're not telling the truth. Perfect example. I'm rolling with her on that. Yeah, I'm rolling with her on that. Yeah, the same way I roll with Trump on certain stuff, the same way I roll with certain people on certain things. Why? Because it's common sense and it's right. Don't give a dill's nam about who she is. If she say something stupid about Trill's nan's genders or something like that, no, I'm not going to rock with you on that. But common sense respects common sense. And y'all can be, one-sided as all as you want, gung-ho just for because you don't like her. I don't get down like that. That's not how you live your life, and that's not why we created this platform. We made this platform for everyone. I'm not Democrat, not Republican, and I'm not an independent. I'm a human being who made a platform like this so that everyone can speak and say what they have to say. If you have a debate, you have a chance for change and for opportunity to come out of that. Yeah, you stupid. Yeah, but you whatever. Okay, cool. After we get through all these arguments, what's the bottom line and what are we trying to do here? That's the name of the show and why we made it. Our bottom line. What's the bottom line after all the BS? What's the bottom line? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now Thomas Massie previews legislation on the attempt to get the Epstein files released. We going in, and I'm gonna go hard,
All right, so tell me what you heard back home over Epstein during the recess.
People want these files released. I mean, look, it's not the biggest issue in the country. It's taxes, jobs, the economy. Those are always the big issues. But you really can't solve any of that if this place is corrupt.
What do you mean if this place is corrupt?
Well, I mean, if they're going to cover up for rich and powerful and politically connected people, which is still what is happening right now here. And that's why I'm bringing this discharge petition.
What do you think of these files that were released by the Justice Department, sending it to the Oversight Committee? Why does that not satisfy you?
Those are curated by the Justice Department. They're releasing what they want to release, and 97% of it is already in the public domain, what they've been releasing.
Because the president says that he wants them to release whatever they have. I mean, what's your reaction to that?
I mean, he's called it a hoax. Attorney General Bondi has said there's nothing but child porn left, and now they're releasing more files. So I would like to see the Attorney General out there talking about what they're releasing to you.
Oh, y'all see it now. Everybody's talking about going after the rich, going after the powerful. I guess a lot of people when these comments are like, ooh, Finally, that's how I feel right now. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell being moved to that, being moved is a horrible show and a slap in the face, says a bunch of the victims that actually are victims of these crimes, because she actually is part of it, and that's what they're saying, not me, them.
Discussion today as well. Thank you, Mr. Comer. Mr. Garcia, you're recognized.
Come on, fix your mic, because you're going to have to go. I can't help that. It's too much. He might have to go, y'all. Okay.
Thank you.
About to say, you got to go.
Earlier today, we heard, of course, these horrific stories from these women who are incredibly brave and the courage that they showed to be here to share stories of sexual abuse, some of them when they were girls, young girls, is, I think, has shaken a lot of us on this committee and reaffirmed our commitment to the truth and transparency. Now, the Oversight Committee, particularly Democrats, are going to continue to investigate the Epstein files and bring justice to the victims of these heinous crimes. After meeting with the survivors, of course, of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, we're once again reminded of the monstrous actions that they took against over 1,000 women and girls. It's important that we center their stories and work for accountability. And I want to just remind this committee and the public that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell are monsters,
thank you,
criminals,
thank you,
liars,
thank you,
and in no way should they be lionized or supported. And it is an outrage that Ghislaine Maxwell has been moved to a facility where she is now more comfortable. And I think it's also appropriate to say that that was also horrifying to the women in the testimony that we heard today. And re-traumatizing the victims because of this move is shameful and should never have happened in this country. When you harm innocent women and girls, you should be held accountable, and I'm hopeful that in a bipartisan way, this committee will do that.
They're saying that there's over 33,000 files that need to be released. Yeah, y'all, we got a little bit more on this. You know, I've been doing this for a minute, so you know I got the information. Y'all want to keep on going? Man, listen, we're going to keep on rocking. Let's go. We got some more on this.
On Capitol Hill, a Republican-led House committee has made public more than 33,000 pages of files linked to disgraced financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The release, announced on Tuesday, September 2nd, includes at least 8 video interviews with victims, some dating back to 2005 and 2006. In one such interview, with both faces blurred and parts of the audio redacted, a young woman recounts how she was first introduced to Epstein. She said that a friend told me about Jeffrey. She said he was looking for girls to give him massages for an hour. It sounded too good to be true, and it was. He had the girls take off their clothes and massage him. He liked watching. The woman, whose identity was concealed, said Epstein paid her $350 when she was 17 years old. Alongside the interviews, the newly released files include court documents and audio recordings from Florida's criminal investigation into Epstein.
Told me about Jeffrey. She said, like she was helping him find girls.
And who was his friend?
We're not friends anymore, though, so you can't mention my name to her. And she told me basically that you would go and you would give him a massage for about
So these videos are actually available. After we get off today, we're going to be able to have that link, hopefully. We've been searching for it. You know how I do. I've been searching for the link for the 33,000 files. We already have the other link up for the 2018 case. That's in all of the links in the description. But you know I want to link this. Like I tell you guys, the link is in the description. So as of today, I'm going to keep on working, seeing if I can get that exact file link, and I'll keep you guys posted. We got to keep on moving forward now to the CVPA school situation where the camera catches a man inside of the school with an Pow pow, wielding, attempting to threaten the teachers in this school, you guys. We got a lot of people that's actually doing this, and it's been rampant throughout a lot of our schools nowadays. Luckily, there's now technology that we've seen and we've covered last month, AI technology that can basically detect weapons on the school premise. I think that's one thing I would be for, and I think Congress should put that in every school. The AI bang bang detector. It detects any weapons that's actually on the school premises. I think every school needs to get that. If you guys don't remember that clip, I don't remember what video it's in, but we definitely covered it. This is a true account. Student inside of a school. Weaponry, AR weaponry.
Monday morning, October 24th, 2022, St.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all got to give me a pass on that one. That's old. Sorry, my bad. We got to keep on moving forward. I make mistakes too. The Epstein files, part 33. It's a party. Let's go. I don't know how that get in there. Sometimes it happens because I probably saw the action, but let's get it.
They've never had their...
I wanted you guys to see this because it has certain people inside of it. Yeah, made a mistake, but what we do over here, we keep moving. It happens sometimes. Naomi Campbell, many different people that you're going to see inside of this crowd right here, as far as Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm not saying that any of these people had anything to do with actual experiences, but they were around Jeffrey Epstein, as well as a lot of information about Naomi and how she was involved with him, and she was his friend like on her own, without even Ghislaine being involved.
Depositions taken. And it's just sitting there in plain sight. And it also shows you the sheer volume of men that Epstein hung around with and would show off all of his victims too. And one of the stories that Virginia talks about is something that really caught my eye, and I haven't had the chance to talk about it yet. And it involves this. A young Paris Hilton once caught the eye of Ghislaine Maxwell. And Ghislaine Maxwell tried to recruit Paris Hilton into Epstein's web. And Christopher Mason made the claim in a documentary saying that Ghislaine exclaimed, "Oh my God," when she spied Paris Hilton at a party. And he said Maxwell stated she would be perfect for Jeffrey and told a friend, "Can you introduce us?" Although Mason, a US-based British journalist who has known Maxwell since the 80s, did not give a date for the encounter, it likely occurred around the year 2000. We don't know for sure, but it fits the time frame. Back then, Paris Hilton was not yet a household name. It was getting there. 99, 2000, I believe 99 or 2000 was the year she had the Vanity Fair article. But she had signed with Donald Trump's modeling agency, T Management. She would have been about 19. And if you want to see more about it, it is in the docuseries Surviving Jeffrey Epstein. And Mason said, a friend of mine was at a party, and Ghislaine said, "Oh my God, who's that?" It was looking at this pretty younger teenage girl. She said, "Do you know her?" My friend said, "Yeah, she's called Paris Hilton." And Ghislaine said, "Oh, she'd be perfect for Jeffrey. Can you introduce us?" What makes this all the more sordid and crazy is that in the year 2001-ish, there's this story related by Virginia in her memoir. The next day, we went out to lunch at the grand opening of the infamous Nikki Beach Club, where a cheap glass of champagne costs around $200, and if you're not keeping the alcohol consumption flowing like water, you'd be asked to leave to make way for the constant flow of perspective.
This is all coming out in Virginia Giuffre's memoirs, set to be dropping in October. In-depth accounts, informative information. This is why I'm showing you this, because guess what? If these people can make accounts of all of these times and all of these situations that's been going on, they can also compile a list of all of these individuals and tell you what they were involved in, especially if it was something criminal against them. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you, we got to keep moving forward. It's a lot. This clip even goes further to talks about Paris Hilton's dad. It talks about I mean, there's more. Watch this.
The main birthday bash. I couldn't help but feel excitement for the party to come. It was the first celebrity birthday bash I had ever been to. Being introduced to model after model and the rich men that followed them around became dizzying. Jeffrey sat back and watched as I buoyantly worked the dance floor, coming back to the table where he was only to grab another glass of champagne every now and then. And every so often he'd introduce me to someone new, pulling me aside to show off his eager young masseuse to his fellow perverts. These people had so much money pouring out of them, I don't know why he even thought they'd care in the first place. Made me feel good though. And here's the thing, it gets crazier. Just absolutely crazier. One of my trips back to the table for another glass of champagne, Jeffrey leaned over to quietly whisper in my ear that it was a prince that I had actually been dancing with and it didn't faze me in the least way. I went back to the dance floor, continued to let my hair down. It was a fun bash. The entire crowd sang happy birthday to Naomi. And by the time we got back in the car to retreat for the night, I was giddy from the drinking and dancing all evening.
Watch this.
We had a guest in the car. And apparently we had already been introduced, but I couldn't even remember his name in the first 5 minutes of our meeting again. He was the hotel owner of some large chain in America called Hilton. Staying in one of the cottages near Jeffrey, he saw it quaint to loan me out for a night's massage to ruin an almost perfect evening. Jeffrey told me to come back to his room after I was finished with Rick. Now, Rick Hilton is the father of Paris Hilton.
Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I'm so sorry that was long, but sometimes you want to listen to the entire story so that they can bring those rich people in. And now that you can see what the backstories are. Ooh, that was crazy. Let's keep on moving forward. Ding dong. Yes, we got the ditch shooting power has been accused of murder. We got an 11-year-old that lost his life yesterday to a ding dong ditch situation. And now we got the suspect who's being arrested. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I had enough Epstein, you guys. Let's keep on moving to some more stuff. What we got? Let's get this ding dong ditch situation going. Let's go.
Now I'm Austin Westfall, a live look at Houston. Welcome back in Alive Now. I'm Austin Westfall, a live look at Houston on this Tuesday evening, 9:15 in H-Town. Our next story takes us there. That's where an 11-year-old boy was fatally shot over the weekend after a so-called ding-dong ditch prank. Police now saying that a suspect has been charged with murder, and we're also learning the identity of that suspect and the victim. With more on that story, we bring in Fox 26 Houston's Abigail Dye, who has some exclusive details tonight. Abigail, what more can you tell us?
Well, Austin, the 11-year-old victim in this, his name is Julian Guzman, and investigators say that he and his 11-year-old cousin, they were playing ding dong ditch. They were going around the neighborhood, ringing doorbells, knocking on doors, and then running away. One house they hit several times, and investigators say when they came back that final time, Gonzalo Leon Jr. was waiting next to his home outside in the dark, gun in hand. Investigators say that he opened fire and he hit the victim in the back as that boy was running away. That boy died the next day at the hospital, and now the Harris County District Attorney has charged the suspect in the case, saying that they intend to upgrade this charge to a capital murder charge because of the victim's age.
11 years old in Houston, you guys. Terrible, tragic situation right there. Ding dong ditch. And I will tell you guys, I advise your parents and everybody out there with children. No, I mean, if you hit the spot one time, cool, but don't keep on doing it. And also, to the man that did that, how about you could have just did that in the air and they would have been so scared that they would have never came back. Think about stuff like that. Now you got to deal with some tragic situations and that person has lost their life and the entire family has to go through that. So we want to pray for that 11-year-old again, as well as all of the people that got affected by this tragic situation. We want to bring some strength and some resolve and understanding so that things like this cannot happen in the future. People, if you're ever dealing with stuff like this, we hope and pray that God will help you find a better way to resolve these situations. We ask that today. In Jesus' name, amen. Because that's a terrible situation right there. No 11-year-old should lose their life, even if they're being, what do you call it? Extra, they're being overbearing. Yeah, find out who he is, find his parents, talk to them about it. Worst case scenario, call the police. So you don't got to do that. You don't got to do that. You didn't have to do that right there. We got to keep on moving forward now because we got Trump that says this viral trash video at the White House was fake AI. And the reason why he makes the claim, it makes a lot of sense. How is it possible for them to throw trash out of a window when that window that they're talking about throwing the trash out is 600 pounds? Check this out.
There's a video that is circulating online now of the White House where a window is open to the residents upstairs and somebody is throwing a big bag out the window. Have you seen this?
No, that's probably AI generated.
So
Actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
Makes sense, right?
It's got to be because I know every window up there. The last place I'd be doing it is that because there's cameras all over the place, right? Including yours. No, but every window, I've never seen a window
Fake
that's...
news, y'all.
In fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said, love to have a little fresh air come in, but you can't. They're bulletproof. And number one, they're sealed. And number two, each window weighs about 600 pounds. You have to be pretty strong to open them up. No, that has to be... Where was the window? Let me see.
maybe from the renovations.
Maybe from the renovations? No.
Which is the window?
It looks like this is on the 15th Street side, I think.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, those windows are sealed. Those windows are they're all sealed. You can't open them.
What you were saying regarding the federal.
It's the kind of thing they do. And one of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI. But also they create things, you know, it works both ways.
Watch this.
If something happens that's really bad, maybe I'll have to just blame AI. But there's truth to it because I see so many phony things. I saw something as I was growing up from the time I was a baby till now. I said, who did that? It was AI generated. So it's a little bit scary, to be honest with you. But
Yep, he's saying that story about that trash being thrown out the window, guys, is all fake news. He's saying it's AI. What do you guys think? Do you think he's telling the truth? Do you not? Do you not believe in what you say? Wasting Trump's time, a real boss. He is a clown. Somebody says all that praying doesn't seem to be helping, even though thing that hasn't stopped the shootings and killings. No, it definitely don't, but we at least try to get some calm and some resolve for us so that we can keep on moving forward, my friend. When you go to a funeral, it's not normally for the person that's in the ground. It's for the people that's there so that they can get some kind of closure. And if you don't understand that, you can kick a rock for a block without wearing a sock. Let's keep on moving forward, baby. I was just playing with you. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. 5-year-old found by the police after leaving home for Chick-fil-A. You know how these kids are. Sometimes when they want to get something to eat, he's getting there, and don't let him know the route because he might take the car. We got a 5-year-old in Florida. He wanted Chick-fil-A. He got Chick-fil-A.
We arrived on scene. Hello. And as we walked in, we see a little kid sitting at the table eating his breakfast with one of the managers. Hey, buddy. Look at that. We asked where he came from, and he kept saying he walked to Chick-fil-A. You know where your house is, right, honey?
It's right across the street, right over there.
Okay, cool.
I have children, and the first thing you get that knot in your stomach because somebody else who's a parent is missing their child.
Are you going to show us where you live?
Yeah.
Okay. We gathered him up. Look at that. Say thank you.
There's a cow for you.
I walked him to the back of my patrol car.
Are you going to get me in jail?
He said, are you going to get me in jail? And walking him to the car, he said, are you going to get me in jail? That's so cute.
No, I'm not going to put you in jail. We started checking here. All right, buddy, where's your house at?
We're wondering where did this child come from?
Is it right here?
None of these doors are open. None of these garages are open.
I don't live in that pond.
So then he explained that he had a white fence.
That's where it is.
Right here?
Yeah.
And that's when we pulled up in the driveway. And then we realized that the call box wasn't working. We had no way to get through the gate. How about this?
My initial thoughts were, I can't believe he came
car.
out of here. It's the most secure house on that block in reference to having a fence all the way around, front, back, sides.
Please.
I'm Phil.
And Victoria.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, do you have a son named William?
William.
Yeah, a little boy.
Our 5-year-old William had an adventure a few weeks ago, and we live nearby, very close.
Yeah, he was down at the Chick-fil-A. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we have him in our police car. You could just see the look on his face. It would be for any parent, including myself. It's disbelief.
It's kind of scary, actually, because we didn't realize what was going on until after we came out.
Do you have any idea how he got out?
Yeah, he just unlocked the front door, but he's never done that.
I was worried about him because was he scared? Was he crying? Was he upset?
Come on, little man.
He was quiet, which is unusual for him.
You get scared?
Why did you go to Chick-fil-A?
You're welcome.
I think it did shake him up some, so I don't think we really needed to, impress too much that you shouldn't do it again, things like that. I think he understood that it was serious, but we did talk about it.
He said he opened the gate and couldn't find Joe and went down the street.
I know he knows how to get to Chick-fil-A because we walked there. I would have never expected him to come down here on his own in the morning before anybody else in the house was up.
Good morning. Good to see you again. Thank you. Sir, good to see you again.
How are you, sir? How are you, young lady?
We're good.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, dude. You remember us? Hi. Oh, are these for me? Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Oh, man. I can't wait. Thank
These are
you.
All right, here.
That story wound up to be a good story, wound up to be something good, got the police involved with the community. Fantastic story because, we've been watching crap all day with all sorts of craziness going on. So we got to, woosah. You know how I always try to bring you guys back to life. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Who's Anna Colin Schuyler? I don't know why, but her dog ran on the court after she won this match. And I think this is one of the most adorable moments right here because this is your #1 fan coming to greet you as you win a match. I think this is real cool right here. Watch this, y'all.
It was oh, no, I haven't seen that too often before, but I think she needs to turn around.
So she just won, and I guess somebody let her dog off the leash because the match is over. And of course, you can only celebrate with your best friend.
As that now. And the dog is clearly delighted.
Well, he should be, because that was quite a performance today from Kalinskaya. Her
Yes, y'all.
tactical.
We love them. We love them. We love them. Animals, dogs, pets, our four-legged friends. We always got to show some love to the pets. I know. I see you over there smiling like, oh my God, that was so cute. He came running out. Guess what? If y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description. We got a bunch of surveys in there. And today, there's one survey in there alone where you can make $600 off of just one of them. That's right. The other one is about $250. So it's about $800, $900 worth of surveys in there this morning. You guys go check out those surveys. You'll make some money and I'll make some money too. Also, if you guys are promoting a business, I don't know if you're a mobile lawn care person, you might be a barber traveling. I don't know what you do, but if you're marketing and you're trying to promote your business, send over your promo to us. We almost have about 50,000 subscribers. Come on, you guys. Also hit that button to make sure we get those subscribers up because we like to use our platform to help you guys promote your business. All you got to do is make sure that you're subscribed and you have a membership and you're straight. Send over your promos in a 1080 by 1080 because that's where it fits. The same way I told you guys what the progress was for the show the other day. Yes, we don't only have a live section. We don't only have a video section or a reel section. There is a post section where everybody can see different posts going on from whoever you're subscribed to. So yes, send over your post by 1080 by 1080. Let me know what it is and we'll make sure we get it up to get you guys promoted. Also, we're going to be going to ATL for a little while, but when we come back next week, that's right. We're leaving for a little while, but then when we come back next week, we're going to be doing that Show Your Talent search, and that's going to be where? In Brooklyn. And it's a location that you guys are going to know because we're going to put it up on the website. What website? www.drinkbigger.com. bigdrip.com. If you guys want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search, that's the talent show where anything talent will get you $250 in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, or Staten Island. I don't care if you can sing, dance, do a wheelie, whatever it is. If it's talent, we want to see it, and you can make some money by showing us. That's right. Whatever borough you're from, that's right. We're going to be letting you guys know where we're doing the talent shows. Just finished the Bronx. We did Queens before that, and now we're coming to Brooklyn. Last time we came out with DJ Don Dada from Black Ink Crew. Had a fantastic turnout. Might be doing it again with her. I'm the host, BOOGOTTINYC, of the event, as well as sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. If you guys want to be a part of the talent show where you can win $250 at first in the borough, and then once we do the grand finale, you'll be able to make $1,000 from the final location that we already have secured in Manhattan. That's right, you guys. If you want to be a part of the talent show, all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go down to the first page, join the mailing list, and that's it. We let you know where the location is, and you guys will be able to see me because I'm going to be there hosting it. And guess what? It's Thursday, another day to get it right. Remember, problems present opportunities. We all mess up and we all make mistakes. No one's perfect. But guess what? As long as God give us a chance to bang that nail and do it again, we're going to appreciate it and we're going to keep on moving. And with that being said, y'all could have went. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. Let's do a quick prayer for my family getting up out of here, and make sure you guys have a fantastic day. Shout out to Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Shout out to Mark Dorfman. We're going to pray for Joseph. Pray for liberty and justice. Who else we got up in here? That's Sparkle. We got Cat Dad. Also, we got Casey up in the building. We're going to make sure that all of our friends walk out of here today safely and secured. And we pray for you guys and we care for you. And until tomorrow, we say amen. That's right, you guys. And with that being said, y'all could have won anyway. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Friday, let's get them. Get them. Peace. 1.